American Hustle quite simply is about conning people, or hustling them. This movie is about Christian Bale, who plays Irvin Rosenfeld, who meets Sidney Prosser, played by Amy Adams, and they are con artists. And they are forced into a sting operation by FBI agent Richie DeMasso, played by Bradley Cooper, where they must extort political figures, including Mayor Pulido, played by Jeremy Renner. And with all the twists and turns and a whatever can go wrong will go wrong type of plot, including Jennifer Lawrence, who plays Christian Bale's unstable wife, this movie turns out to be not only very interesting, but also really good. Director David O. Russell does it again. I loved The Fighter, I really liked Silver Linings Playbook, and I loved this movie. Let me start with the acting. Christian Bale as Irvin Rosenfeld, just a sleazeball with a heart of gold, who's overweight and has a very elaborate comb-over. He knocked it out of the park. I love it when actors either gain weight or lose weight, and you stop seeing them as the actor that we all know and enjoy, but rather you see them as the character they're trying to portray. That's just amazing. So I definitely see Christian Bale being nominated for an Oscar this year, because he was great. And Amy Adams, she was equally as good. I mean, Jennifer Lawrence is younger, but Amy Adams brought the sexy and the acting in this movie. She was so good. She also needs to win an Academy Award for this movie, because she was great. Bradley Cooper as the FBI agent, he was good. He was very sporadic, but I liked his character. All the characters in this movie were believable. The only problem I kind of had was Jennifer Lawrence. I felt she could have been used more, but her acting wasn't bad. She was good as the unstable, accidental wife of Christian Bale. She was really good. There were parts where you liked her character, there was parts where you just wanted to strangle her, but that's the beauty of acting. Jeremy Renner as Mayor Pulido, also really good. I'm not a huge Jeremy Renner fan, but after this movie I'm like, you know what? He did a good job. All of these actors did a great job, including all the supporting actors. I'm not going to tell you who else is in this movie, but if you're a David O. Russell fan, then you'll like the character choices as well. The beauty about this movie is, I like how David O. Russell focuses more on his characters and their backstory and every side of them and what they're about rather than the plot. I like how his characters work so well together that the plot pretty much forms around them. The acting and the sets and the costume design and everything that made you believe this was the 1970s, the soundtrack. The soundtrack was great. Just like Martin Scorsese and Quentin Tarantino, David O. Russell really knows how to use music in this film. And this music really made this movie bounce. This movie was about 2 hours and 20 minutes long, but it didn't feel like it because the pacing was nice. Speaking of Scorsese, this movie had a very Goodfellas and Casino type feel to it, where you had voiceovers and you had narration, and you saw a portion of the movie told through Christian Bale's eyes, and then it moved over to Amy Adams' perspective, and then Bradley Cooper's, and then a bit of Jennifer Lawrence. So I liked how it was a movie with all of these actors and characters in it, but you saw different perspectives, and I really liked that because it made you feel more engaged in the movie. American Hustle has great acting, a really good musical soundtrack, and a storyline with a quick enough pace to keep your interest the entire time. This movie made you feel like you were not only in the 70s, but also in the world of these characters. And so because of that, I'm going to give American Hustle an A. I definitely recommend it, guys. With my busy schedule and the holidays being here, my reviews for Wolf of Wall Street and Grudge Match will be up soon. So until next year, guys, see ya.